it's just been an ever-growing partnership.
Everybody in my family has really gone into the medical field, and I wanted to, but then I started this class here, and I just really saw that it could open up more opportunities to me, and I decided to go with it.
The partnership with Charles Henderson and Lockheed Martin, I think it's very essential for the community because kids come out of high school need work, need things to do, and we need employees. So training them in high school instead of having them wait and train them when they get here, and giving them opportunity to have a job and go to college or do whatever they feel like. These are things that you do Lockheed Martin and be successful at the same time. It's hands down one of the best opportunities an 18-year-old could have.
My station is wing and seal, and we seal the harness covers so there's no gaps for stuff to get underneath, and we put the wings on. Like if I need help with something, I can go to pretty much anybody that's trained on what I'm working on, and they'll come in and help me and give me advice on how I can swap up my technique.
The curriculum that we do at Charles Henderson includes hands-on training with tool tools, precision measurement, hands-on with some of the materials that we use here at Lockheed, a lot of virtual reality training. We do virtual reality training now because, as you know, kids, they're hooked on technology, so we incorporate the technology part into it.
After they have the ready to work class for a year or two, I think, we talked to them about, hey, what if we bring what we're doing here in our on-site training to your classroom? They immediately jumped on that. It was kind of, I think it was a mutual thing, and hey, this is a good thing for everybody, that everyone wins here, which isn't always the case when you try to mix business or education or industry or whatever. So it was a mutual agreement that this is going to be a win for everyone. The flexibility and the ability to say, how can we make this work, make this a success?
You want to go ahead and start with and describe your program?
Sure. So in Lockheed Martin and Pike County, we're final assembly test for missiles for our government contracts and our foreign allies. So one of our biggest things is we take big pride in the quality of the work that we have to have performed. We take great measures to go through extensive training, pre-employment training and screening to get the best candidates we can possible. Several years ago, we saw we will be needing a significant workforce increase, and this was before unemployment was below 3%. So some ideas came about how could we expand our labor pool. We've had a great partnership with AIDT for over 25 years, and they've always been able to meet our needs, and I don't doubt that they would continue to be able to do so, but we saw an opportunity to reach out with Sunny. We had been able to connect over a couple of years about when they were doing the ready to work training at the high school. You know, we have to have security clearances for our employees, and so one of the things that we always need are soft skills, financials. Those are things that can always weed out people who could be good candidates but have some rough patches in life and can't get security clearance. You know, I was thinking this program where you have ready to work, where you're mixing your manufacturing skills, soft skills, financial education, a little bit of everything that everybody needs to be successful in life, could produce a solid employee for us and also give our students in our community a great start in life. Because working with AIDT interviews, when we're screening these candidates, it's really heartbreaking to see people bouncing around from minimum wage job to minimum wage job, and then finally landing, 6 or 7 years down the road in a good paying position. The opportunity to give that to someone who's an 18-year-old to make a good earning wage that increases on a consistent basis basis to get retirement, to get full tuition for college, good benefits. That's what we need in our communities to make them stronger and help pull ourselves up by doing those things locally. So that's what really attracted Lockheed Martin to what was going on in Charles Henderson. And the guys, they bought in 100%. They saw the same vision that I did. We were able to make it happen. I think Sonny can probably speak to some of the bumps in the road. Their flexibility in working with us, because we're pulling our skilled technicians off of our line to go to the classroom and do these hands-on trainings. Well, probably a issue that we see in a lot of our rural areas is the distance between our cities and some of our schools and those types of things. So there's a 25-minute drive, and figuring out how the classes are going to be scheduled to get these things working where we can have someone that they can stay for a 2 or 3 hour window and not have to come back and forth to do different classes. Sonny and Brock were instrumental in making sure we could get the schedule we needed to meet our needs as a business as well. And they worked with us when I said, hey man, I know we're supposed to come next week. We got some production issues. We got to meet contract. We got to meet schedule. He was always gracious to work with us on that, and still is. So the flexibility on their end is critical in making this work for us. I've done enough bloviating now, but I'll let Sonny talk a little bit about and how it worked on their end.
Well, I hope y'all are having a great conference to begin with, and I know it's getting to the end of the day, so hang in there a little bit more. At the high school, we were very, very blessed. Dr. Kelly actually thought of the program and put the Ready to Work program in place before I got there. And when I retired from coaching at the Division I level in volleyball, he reached out and said, hey, we have this program. We know you have an MBA. Would you be willing to come to our school and teach our students this? And actually I said yes, it was a golden opportunity. And along the way through the curriculum, we had been in contact with the HR manager at Lockheed Martin, and they invited me up to the facility to watch some of their hands-on training. And Adam was actually one of the first people that I met. Marvin, who you saw in the video there, was one of the other people I met that night. And they were using the exact same curriculum that we were. We knew that it was a junior college or a community college curriculum, but to see it in place in a working setting, it really kind of solidified some things from my end as a teacher, because I just kind of fallen into it, if I'm being really honest. Adam was above board. He allowed me full access to all of their training information that they were working with their potential employees. And as we kept in contact, we basically just said, you're looking for workers. As a high school teacher, and Dr. Kelly, one of the things that we have to do in terms of graduation requirements is to have students that are career and college ready. Not everyone wants to go to college, guys. They want to get a job, whether they have a family or they want to sustain a family or just take a deep breath from school. And this basically slid right into the slot that was needed. The partnership's been wonderful. We haven't asked Lockheed for anything, and to Adam's credit, he volunteered to give us the workstations that you saw in the video. We have 3 full service workstations. We have 3 full service work tables that our students can work at. They're movable in some aspects where we can put our training together. Lockheed Martin came up with all of the equipment that we need. We did not have to pay a dime out of our pocket. All we had to do was have a room and facility and computers for our students to be able to access the information. I appreciate Adam's saying that we're willing to be flexible. My job is flexibility. We all have to be flexible every day. And if Marvin or one of his trainers can't come a day, then we just simply arrange for another day that works best into their workflow. they're the ones that are taking their time to come down to work with our students, and it would be silly to kind of block off, so we've tried to make things as convenient for them as possible. This past year, and you saw in the video, some of the virtual reality that we use, TransfrVR out of Orlando. Joe's here. We would like to give a shout out to Joe and everyone down at TransfrVR, because they've been phenomenal in helping our students with some of the skills that they've never had. Going to actually the night we went over to the hands-on training, I had never seen a caliper or micrometer, much less our students. And we have the ability to not only have those tools on campus for our students, but the virtual realities through TransfrVR to be able to use them and understand how they're used. It is an invaluable tool, and they can make the learning of everything, the reading of those instruments, much easier than I could ever dream of doing. So if that's something that is kind of on your radar, I would definitely look them up. And I know they have done the same thing at Lockheed Martin, because we've done some of the testing for them as one of the few high schools in the country to have that technology. But I think that our system is really good. We had 11 students last year sign job offers from Lockheed Martin upon graduation. They had 2 requirements. They had to graduate and they had to pass the security clearance. Some of the downfalls that we had was that I didn't know how to fill out those security applications, because they're pretty substantial. And if I didn't know how to do it, definitely our students didn't know how to do it. So one of the things that Adam and I got together on is we're going to actually have the Human Resources Department from Lockheed Martin come in to help our students go through the application process and through the security clearance. And in all honesty, that's the only hurdle that we've had with them. And they've been phenomenal in helping out, and it's been a great partnership. It helps our students have a life. I don't know if any of you are from Pike County or right around Pike County, but Pike County's about 75 to 80% poverty. So giving those students opportunities for jobs is amazing. And I'm just glad to be a small part of it.
Thank you, Dennis. And we're going to go to our other project and then have questions, I hope. But one thing I think you're going to pick up on, and as I did the research on these 2 projects ahead of time, what I saw, and I know some in the room here know what we're talking about absolutely when we talk about, we're at that place in the state of Alabama that we always wanted to grow up to be, and that's fully employed. Oh my God. Now what, right? So we got to figure out ways to do it. Well, this is an example, and I know there's others all over the map, but these 2 in particular truly tested some comfort zones. And I know, from that whole State Department of Education thing about how you have to adjust time or how you accept things as certified, to be able to certify things so these students can get their diplomas and different things. That's not normal. That's out of the box for those guys. So we all help them push those limits. And it sounds like, from what I know about Brock, he certainly was somebody that was willing to take those steps with you, and then the State Department went along. So all good. So cooperation certainly, and collaboration is really the order of the day. And we have to do these kind of things, or we're not going to get there. We've got a big mandate to be at 500,000 credentialed workers too, and by 25, and these things is how we're going to get there. This next example, again, trying to find workers. Whether it's